Myself, Miss Rachna Jain, Associate Professor, Department of English, Government PG College, Rajgarh, Alwar. This is my first video lecture on this topic, Our Kazirona Tree, composed by Toru Dutt. This poem is in the syllabus of BA Part 1st, English Literature, Paper 1st, Unit B. Today's topics of my video lecture are Introduction to the poem Our Kazirona Tree, Summary of the poem, and Analysis of the poem. Students, in the previous video lecture, I have given you a detailed introduction to the poetess Toru Dutt. Toru Dutt is indeed one of the greatest Anglo-Indian poets. She was a born genius. In her brief span of life, she acquired a permanent place in the history of Anglo-Indian poetry. She died at a very tender age, yet in this small period, she achieved mastery over English, French, and Bengali languages. She wrote poetry in English and Bengali. She also wrote a novel in French. Her poetry is in the true tradition of Romantic poetry. Introduction of the poem Kazirona Tree. Toru Dutt wrote in English, but mostly she chose her themes from Indian culture, traditions, and legends. Our Kazirona Tree has also Indian background. Her childhood was spent in India. There was a Kazirona tree in her house. She played near this tree with her brother and sister. When she was living in England, she missed this tree very much. She missed her brother and sister who had died. So in this poem, she pays her tribute to this tree and remembers her childhood days spent with her younger brother and sister. This poem was published in her collection of poems Ancient Ballads and Legends of Hindustan in 1882. The tree is used as a symbolic representation of the poet's past memories and the rich tradition of Indian culture and philosophy, a prevalent idea present in Dutt's poetry. Her description of the tree expresses her pride on the tree, for it remains strong despite the creeper winding around like a python. From her description of its appearance, she moves on to describe the activities happening around in it in the next stanza. In the third stanza, she ensures that the beauty of the tree is no more than an added gift, for her real connection with the tree lies on the numerous happy memories she shared with it. In the stanza follows, she tells how the tree manifests itself in the foreign land as she has seen it at very young age. Finally, in the concluding part, she wants to honor the tree, therefore she makes an attempt to write a poem. Also, she seeks love support to preserve the tree from the affliction of time. So, in this poem, Toru Dutt celebrates the majesty of the Kazirona tree that she used to see by her window and remembers her happy childhood days spent under it and revives her memories with her beloved siblings. Summary of the poem Our Kazirona Tree. The poem begins with the description of the tree. The poetess says that the creeper has wound itself around the rugged trunk of the Kazirona tree like a huge python. The creeper has left deep marks on the trunk of the tree. The tree is so strong that it bears the tight hold of the creeper. The tree is described as being gallant and possibly brave, as very few trees could survive in the stranglehold of this creeper. The poetess then goes on to describe the life that thrives amidst every facet of the tree. The tree is metaphorically said as a giant due to its huge size, strength, and boldness. The Casuarina tree is covered with creeper which bears red crimson flowers which appear as though the tree is wearing a colorful scarf. Often at night the garden echoes and it seems to be very joyful, and the song of a nightingale has no end. It continues till dawn. At dawn, when the poetess opens her window, she is delighted to see the Casuarina tree. Mostly in winters, a grey baboon is seen sitting on the crest of the tree, seeing the sunrise with her younger ones leaping and playing in the tree's boughs. The shadow of the tree appears to fall on the huge water tank. Torudas says that it is not because of the majestic appearance of the Casuarina tree that it is dear to her heart and soul, but also that she along with her siblings spent happy moments under it. Torudat has brought out the theme of nature as something that shares feelings with humans, that lightens the burden of the heart. The poet continues with a description of how strong the image of the tree is, even when in lands far away. Even in France and Italy, where the poetess studied, she can hear the tree's lament. So, the poetess wishes to concentrate the tree's memory and importance for the sake of those who are now dead, and looks ahead to her own death, hoping that the tree be spared obscurity. She immortalizes the tree through this poem, like how Wordsworth sanctified the yew trees or Borodella. She says, "May love defend thee from oblivion's curse," expressing her wish that the love shield her tree against the curse of forgetfulness, that the tree be remembered out of love and not because it cannot be forgotten. Oblivion's curse, the inability to be forgotten. Analysis of the poem. This poem, Our Casuarina Tree, shows Torudat as a poetess of nature. When Torudat returned to India in 1873, the family took up residence at their house 12 in Calcutta. The surroundings of the Calcutta house were greatly conducive to the growth of Toruda's poetic faculty. Birds, flowers, fruits, these immensely appealed to her. In this poem, Toruda displays her mighty power to describe the natural beauty in verse. This poem is subjective in nature and reveals the innate love she had for nature. In this poem, Torudat describes the Casuarina tree in her garden house in Calcutta. To her, this tree stands as a symbol of time and eternity and is also a remembrance of her dead brother and sister. This poem shows that she was a keen observer of nature. So, this poem is a charming nature lyric. In this poem, Torudat has paid rich tributes to the beauty of the Casuarina tree, and through this poem, she has made her brother and sister immortal. In this poem, the poetess says that the Casuarina tree is dear to her for its beauty, but it is more dear to her because it is associated with the memories of her childhood. It is more dear because it brings back sweet memories of her childhood associations with her brother and sister. Sitting far away from the Casuarina tree, in her native place. Torudat remembers it and her childhood hours spent under this tree in the company of her brother and sister. This poem in itself is a symbolic representation of the poetess' memory associated with the Kazirona tree. In the first stanza, the poetess' description of the creeper's strong hold on the tree and the scare symbolically represent the impact of colonialism on Indian culture and philosophy. The poem uses rich imagery which presents in the description of the tree's appearance, description of dawn, and the memory of her loved ones connected with it. The metaphor used in the lines, "The giant wears the scarf, trembling hope, and the time the shadow," and the similes, "like a huge python, baboon sits like statue alone, and the water lilies spring like snow unmasked," that add beauty to the poem and the feelings of the poetess shown beautifully through these poetic devices. So students, I have given you a detailed summary of the poem which will be helpful in understanding the explanation of the poem. That's all for the day. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.